Good evening, everyone. I'd like to start off by thanking you all on behalf of Jim and Dean, or should I say Mr. and Mrs. Miller, for attending this happy day. There has been a lot of planning for this happy event so far, so I hope you're enjoying it. There are a few people that I have to thank for this day. John and Wendy, the wedding planner, Anna, and the piper, and Nick the piper. And lastly, how could I forget my darling wife, Pamela, for all her hard work. Also, I have to say, my son Stephen, his wife Kimberly, and have made the effort to come all the way from Australia, so I think that should get a round of applause. But I think, Stephen, there was a stag do in Ibiza that might have twisted it a maybe. See. Now, a word about Gemma. The name says it all, Gem. She is a gem. She's a loving, caring daughter, and we are so proud of her. Every father thinks that his daughter is a princess, but she really is a princess today. Now, Dean, I'd like to welcome Dean into our family circle, but Dean, come on. That's some circle, isn't it? I think you know what you let yourself in for. We're not quite the Clapmans, but we're not far off it. Dean is a good man with a wicked sense of humour and a good work ethic. And I'm sure he will succeed in any career that he goes in, because he's very good at what he does. And I'm glad that she's picked a man like Dean. But then again, he's the luckiest man in the world to get such a princess. Now, that's going to be it for me, I'm afraid, so I'm going to ask you all to stand and toast the bride and groom. The bride and groom. Cheers. Thank you all.
First of all, I'd like to thank my new dad for those kind words. I'm sure you'll all agree that was a really emotional speech. Even the wedding cake's in tears. Now, Graham was a bit nervous about delivering his speech, and that wasn't the first time today that he's risen from a warm seat with a piece of paper in his hand. Now, distinguished guests, relatives, friends, and the freeloaders in the middle over here. It gives me great pleasure to say, on behalf of myself and my new wife, welcome to our wedding. I've decided to give what is known as a mini-skirt speech, so it's short enough, or beg your pardon, long enough to cover the essentials, but short enough to hold your attention. Before I start, I think it's worth mentioning that there will be a few toasts over the next few minutes, so please make sure your glasses are fully charged. Mum, remember to sip, not gulp. I did have a witty speech ready for you all today, but now that I'm married, I've been told exactly what to say. And apparently it is my job to deliver all the thank yous. Before I start though, I'd like to give you all a very quick history lesson. Today, the 5th of July, has many things to be remembered for. In 1935, Fred Perry won Wimbledon. In 1937, Spam, the staple diet of Melanie and I as we were growing up, was launched. And in 1954, the BBC broadcast its very first news bulletin. As well as being the day that Jem and I celebrate our marriage, today will also be the day that you heard the finest speech ever given, which will be delivered by Mark right after this one. So no pressure, Tex. Now sadly, not all of our loved ones could be here today. Amongst our absent loved ones are Gemma's gran and granddad, who were unable to travel due to ill health. So with them in mind, I'd ask you all to be upstanding and raise a glass to absent friends and family. To absent friends and family. Right, now to thank you lot, or rather the rabble as you were referred to during table planning. It genuinely makes me the happiest man alive to be able to stand here and welcome you all to our wedding. Thank you sincerely for sharing this very special day with us. It means a lot to Gemma and myself that you've all travelled so far and spent so much money to be here. Today really wouldn't have been the same without you. It would have been far cheaper, but that's beside the point. But seriously, Gemma and I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of our hearts for making the effort to come to Ravello and help us celebrate, especially the Brisbane contingent of the Wilson Brigade. And also think that a special thanks in order to Uncle Kevin for travelling all the way to Ravello on his Vespa. Thanks everyone for our lovely cards and gifts. We've really have been overcome with our generosity. And a special thanks to CV Kelly. He's promised us a £5 Arcos voucher later in the week, so that man just keeps on giving. Gemma and I really hope that today is enjoyable for you as it is special for us. Pam and Graham, first of all, I'd like to extend our thanks for the emotional and financial support that you provided to both of us for planning our wedding. I'd also like to thank you both for allowing me to marry your beautiful daughter. I love Gemma with all my heart and I'll do everything I can to make her happy. Stop crying. Gemma is as precious to me as she is to you, and I promise I will always look after her and do right by her. I promise not to let you guys down.
You better know.
Get back to Brisbane. You should both be extremely proud at how well Gemma's turned out, and you both did an amazing job as parents, and truly I'm grateful for how well you brought Gemma up. Now traditionally, Pam and Graham, I'm supposed to thank you for allowing me to become part of the family, but that would feel strange. You welcomed me into the family a long time ago. Pam and Graham truly are the most generous and loving couple I've ever met, and I'm honoured to have them as my in-laws. Guys, I couldn't have hoped for nicer in-laws, and I look forward to the free dinners for years to come. But Pam, please stop burning the chips. So ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and raise your glass in a toast to Pam and Graham.
Pam and Graham.
Pam and Graham. Thanks. Mum and John, thanks for the support that you provided to both of us whilst planning the wedding. Like Pam and Graham, without you guys today wouldn't have been possible. I'd also like to thank Mum and John for the support, guidance and patience with me over the years. In my younger years I was a cross between Kevin the teenager and Victor Meldrew. So I know I wasn't exactly the easiest person to live with, so thanks a lot for your resilience. If it wasn't for you both, I wouldn't be the man that I am now. So Gemma, if it goes tits up, you know how to do it. From the first day that I introduced Gemma to you both, she's been welcomed into the family and made to feel special and loved, and for that I'm truly thankful. I know I don't say it enough, but you've both been great parents and I love you both.
I love you too.
So ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding and raise your glass in a toast to Wendy and John. I think now would also be a good time just to mention that, courtesy of John and Graham, after the meal for a limited time there will be an open bar. So guys, on behalf of Gemma and I, thanks a lot for your generosity. I know that the guests here will also appreciate it. Amanda Monroe, bar staff being told you're limited to 2 drinks. Now I'm sure you'll agree how beautiful our bridesmaids look today. They've all scrubbed up rather well. Danny, Kirsty, Gabby, Paul and Melanie, thank you all very much for all you've done for Gemma this morning, as well as the build up to our big day. A special well done for organising Gemma's trip to Marbella. So everyone, please be upstanding and raise your glass in a toast to the bridesmaids. To the bridesmaids. I'd also like to thank my 2 new brothers, Stephen and Kyle, as well as PJ and Stevie for their efforts today as ushers. Everyone appears to be sitting in the right seats, so top marks guys, well done. Great job. I think it's probably also worth mentioning, if it wasn't for PJ, today wouldn't have been possible. PJ actually picked me and Gemma up for our very first date 12 years ago, so well done PJ. Well, it was her 18th birthday. Thanks to our beautiful flower girls, Emily and Alice, and our handsome page boys, Luke, Aidan and Cian. I'm sure everyone will agree they did a fantastic job today. Even though Cian slept through the whole ceremony.
Save myself for the party.
Now on to my gorgeous wife. Gemma, you look absolutely stunning today. I want everyone here to know just how happy I am, and I'm well aware I'm punching well above my weight. Nothing could prepare me for how beautiful you looked walking down the aisle earlier, and it made me realise just how lucky I really am. I'm so happy to be your husband. Gemma's beautiful, intelligent, funny, caring. The list is endless, but unfortunately I can't read the rest of her writing. I'd like to let you all know how Gemma and I met. Many moons ago we both worked in Tesco. I was paid to stack the cheese, and Gemma was given a wage to hide in the back room and read magazines. We didn't exactly hit it off straight away. For the first few months, Gemma didn't so much as give me a second look. And by the time Gemma did acknowledge me, she thought my name was Craig. And I thought she was up her own arse for not fancying me. However, soon enough our love blossomed, and as with all Dundee love stories, Fat Sam's had a part to play. One Saturday night, Gemma saw me cutting some shapes on the level 3 dance floor, and she just had to get to know me. That was 12 years ago, and I'm glad to report that since then there's now been a crossword. Now, much to Pam's relief, I asked Gemma to marry me back in December 2014 in New York. Now, if anyone asks Gemma to retell the story of our proposal, I'm sure she'll highlight just how romantic an occasion it really was. That would be a lie. The night before, Gemma was knocking back $20 cocktails like there was no tomorrow. And suffice to say, the following morning, she had a stinking hangover and an even worse attitude. All morning she complained of a sore head, being tired, being too cold and being hungry. And by the time we got to Liberty Island, I was beginning to wonder if I was about to do the right thing. Thankfully, a diamond ring soon improved Gemma's mood. Gemma, I love you with all my heart and for so many reasons. You know me and understand me like no one else ever could. You make me smile and you bring out the very best in me. You're my very best friend and my soulmate. Thank you for marrying me and making me the happiest man alive, and for loving me as much as I love you. I know we'll have very many happy years together. So ladies and gentlemen, please get standing for the most important toast I'm ever likely to make in my life. To my wife, my bride, and my absolute world. To Gemma.
To Gemma!
Sorry guys, I'm just remembering how much these cost.
Sorry, Gemma's done it there.
These are happy tears. Now all that remains is for me to thank my best man Mark. You and Elaine have been great friends to myself and Gemma over the years. I'm so proud that you've accepted my best man request. I'd like to pass on Gemma's thanks for getting the 19 stags to Ibiza back in one piece. Nobody got to jail or ended up in hospital, so well done. Gemma's a bit anxious about the smoker being so close to the wedding, but you're true to your word. You stayed sober the whole weekend and you kept an eye out for us. Now, there is an unwritten rule of wedding etiquette that states that nobody should be better looking than the groom, and I'd like to thank Mark for sticking to that rule today. Before I pass you on, I want to make you all aware that Mark does have a medical condition called chronic bullshitis. It causes him to lie habitually, so please guys, for the next 5 minutes, please humour him. Anyway, we're looking forward to Mark's speech all day. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce my best friend and my best man, Mr. Mark Walker.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the Mediterranean village of Ravello, with its Arab Sicilian cloisters, Moorish palaces, lush exotic gardens, and us. On behalf of the bridesmaids, Danielle, Gabby, Kirsty, Melanie and Paula, I'd like to thank Dino for his kind words and congratulate him on a truly magnificent speech. But pay attention, bruv. This is how it's done. I'm sure everyone will agree the bridesmaids all look absolutely gorgeous and have done an amazing job. And Gemma, can I say, you make an absolutely stunning bride. The choice of the Princess Gardens was wholly appropriate for you today. So I'm getting them in here. I have to say, Emily, Cian and Alice are super cute and are super close to Steel Mill and Light, and the parents must be very proud. Absolutely. Well done, Paul. I'd also like to take this opportunity on behalf of everyone here to thank both sets of parents for a wonderful day and invite here for today, tomorrow, following day, the week. Don't know who's staying how long, but... Oh aye, and not forgetting the ushers. You've all done a good job, guys, and the Page boys as well, the Wilson brothers, all the way from Australia. Well done, boys. You're really paying attention. So, Dino, comes to you, mate. Bro, Pravda, Broda, Broji, Brosov, Brav. We've known each other since before your balls started to drop and before mine began to shrivel up. It's a great honour to be here today to be best man, but with great responsibility becomes great responsibility. Right in delivering this speech, in fact. PJ mate, dodged the bullet there, eh? Having known Dino for a very long time, you'd imagine I'd have an abundance of stories of wrongdoing, sexual misadventures, which I could regale you with today. It's not that Dino's adverse to this sort of thing. However, I've been told in no uncertain terms what is and isn't in bounds today. In the days before we met, Dino, he attended Blackness Primary School, of whom his former headmistress I know personally. So I approached her for some kind words for today. And as you'd expect, she warmed to it nicely. And I quote, at the mention of his name, it came instantly, he was an obnoxious little shite. I'm not sure about that myself, but... So, moving on. I must have met Dino around 18 years ago or so, can't quite remember. But there or thereabouts, me being 7 years his senior, and my shriveled up balls and his yet to drop. He played in goal for Dundee Wanderers hockey, and I took great delight in putting a lot of balls past him. Being a competitive boy that he is, didn't quite like that. But for some reason, seemed to like me. And what started as probably friendly rivalry ended up in a brilliant friendship, and me stood here today. And thank you, bro, for asking me. So, he was at that age, quick to realise that I could open doors for him that he couldn't normally get through at the tender age of 16. No longer did he need his fake ID. I had real ID. And he couldn't be seen cowering behind my distinctly average frame whilst I ordered pints at the bar for him. But he did repay the favour in his older age when he worked at the Invercast behind the bar and probably almost bankrupted the place by serving me £3. So in time, he grew bigger, as you can all see. A big lad, you know, never used to be that big. He found the gym and his love for sports nutrition. The boy at that time in his life probably had more supplements than Holland and Barrett. But thankfully, his particular love for that dwindled and it was replaced with something else that I thought with my bro I could get into. Tanning. I didn't get into it. So, armed with my £3, he took me off to Electric Beach on Arden Drive. What happens now, bro, I say? Get naked, he says. What about my booby, I say? You've got socks? So I armed with my goggles and my sock, stepped into this machine. And the resultant prickly heat and sunburn was absolutely unbearable. I was on antihistamines that night. For me, it wasn't for me. But for Dino, the love affair continues. So Dino's determination to look his best, as you all agree, and his meticulous sense of planning and organisation, some might say OCD, has led him to arrive at the greatest day of his life, Ibiza. That was pretty good, eh? I remember most of it, eh? Seriously though, bro, today will be the best day of your life. A life of 32 years, culminating today in the marriage of the most beautiful bride, Gemma. But where did it all begin, you might ask? Dean Cecil Wilbert Miller the first boy born in Scotland, Christmas Day 1984, born in Bethlehem, conveyed to 9 wells. So he says. Also, a lesser known fact is that arguably the greatest Christmas poem penned by Clement Clarke Moore was in fact written in honour of Dino. Cecil Wilbert Moore. Cecil Wilbert Miller. 'Twas the night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, poor Wendy had reason to grumble and grouse. Her legs were akimbo, contractions were sere. She prayed that young Dino would soon be there. She dreamed of her baby, all snug in his bed, whilst visions of perfection danced in her head. She puffed and she panted and grimaced and groaned, and whimpered and shrieked, blasphemed and moaned. When all of a sudden came to an end, which marked the beginning of the life of her friend. He had skinny legs and a little pot belly, which shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. From that day forth, he grew and he grew to be built like Arnold. That's one thing he knew. Bench press and squats, protein galore, helped him to grow even more than before. His body was big, his body was tight. But being milky white just didn't look right. So off to the sunbeds, nae sock for his cock. His little white tadger in need of sunblock. Sorry, bro. The UV lamp shone down where he lay. Little Lord Dino crisped up for the day. Tanning up nicely, he felt rather smug. Smiled to himself and reached down for a tug. So now he was ready, like a god from above, ready to find a victim for love. Like a couple of Top Guns, Maverick and Goose, I was his wingman, his aim to seduce. All round the underground, females abound, to whom his best lines were a terrible sound. Nae luck, not a sniff, not even a pet. He had dreamt of the girls in pools of their wet. Apologies. It's a slow burner. The hangover screamed and pounded his head. To Tesco for work, he leapt out of his bed. 'Twas here, unexpected, a fair maiden shone. His thoughts of all others were instantly gone. He'd set his aim high, and high it had landed. To Gemma right there, his heart it was handed. So courting commenced, and he never looked back. What more could he wish for than Gem's ample rack? Seriously though, I love Dino dearly. As much as Gem does? Oh yes, very nearly. Their love is apparent, it shines through to us all. A great love like theirs is the best love of all. So guys, I'm delighted, I want you to know, to be here today, stood next to my bro. Dino and Gemma, I wish you the best for a lifetime together and a marriage that's blessed. So then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now gives me enormous pleasure to ask you all to be upstanding and join me in a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Miller, Dino and Gemma. Who's next? Kirsty.
It's rather unusual for a bridesmaid to give a speech at a wedding, and I'm still not sure if I feel honoured or victimised to be standing here tonight. Did I upset you both? So go easy on me, guys, because this is new for me. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Kirsty, and Gemma has asked me to be her bridesmaid today amongst 5 of us. We've been friends since first meeting at university back in 2010, and 2007, sorry, 10 years, and we hit it off straight away. I think I speak on behalf of all the girls when I say that we've shared many special moments with Gemma. We've shared holidays to Ayia Napa, Dublin, Marbella, but don't worry, I'm not going into any more detail than that, I'm leaving it there. We spent many a night dancing in the underground until our feet bleed, and we've made special moments in the strangest of circumstances, like trying to squeeze into the bandstand even just last week. Jenna, I hope you've washed your hair tonight. It's not every day you make friends and stay friends, but I think my friendship with Gemma has stood the test of time because we complement one another. She's the beautiful blonde with the rear of the ear, and I'm the crazy brunette with the legs, and we just work. So you're probably expecting that I'll stand here tonight and share some dirt on Gemma, but I'm not going to do that to her. I'd be pretty brave to do that because she's got way more dirt on me than I do on her. And that's not because I'm more scandalous, no, it's not. Well, maybe just a little bit. But it's because Gemma has mastered the art of disappearing on a night out before things get messy. So, anyone else experienced that? Raise your hand if you've been ditched by Gemma on a night out. Yes. Anyone else? Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So there's so many examples I can give. Honestly, I'd be here all night telling you about it. But I remember one night in particular, leaving what we used to call the old social, walking from there to our beloved Fat Sam's, turning around the next moment to see that she'd left me. No word of warning, no text message, no nothing, but she was gone. This happened almost every weekend to me, but of course the reason for her disappearance was always for you, Dean. Always, always. Even way back then we knew that she was the love of your life. She was always going home to you. And even her attempt at moving to Australia wasn't enough to keep you apart because she still came home prematurely to be with you. Seeing them both together tonight and seeing you both happy just, honestly, makes me a little less bitter about all those nights I partied alone. So well done, guys. And well done, Gemma, for still being here at the end of the night. Congratulations. I think, let's give her a round of applause. Thank you. Well done. Well done. But of course, in true Gemma style, I think she'll stay true to form and she'll make a sneaky disappearance with her new hubby early this evening. So we'll keep an eye on you and see how that goes. I just want to say a personal thank you on behalf of me and all the girls and everyone here to you both for inviting us here to this beautiful location today. It's given us the opportunity to all be together and to make new friends, and I really appreciate that. I think we'll all be eating beans on toast for a while, but we'll have nice photographs and happy memories, which will be worth it, I think. Okay. I think as well we can all appreciate the work that's gone into today, cosmetically. Oh yeah. Between the facials, the waxing, the Botox and tanning, honestly, I think we can see where the money's being spent. And Dino, that's just you, I ain't started on that. Dino, I would just like to say as well, it's not all about Gemma. And I know you're still a little bit bitter about not winning Best Dressed at the Perth races, so I would just like to say right now that you win Best Dressed Male. Congratulations. You're rocked. But then it's not all about you either, and I just can't say how beautiful you are tonight. I can't say too much because I'll get upset. So anyway, according to my Google research, I should be rounding this speech up by giving you some marriage advice. But I think we all know that I'm definitely not qualified to be doing that, so I'm going to skip that part and move on, and I'm just going to say this without crying. I feel really lucky to call you both my friends, and I can't express how honoured and happy I am to be standing here tonight. I feel like we've waited so long for this. Come on, honestly, Dino. Jesus, what are we playing at? Well, I think you've done that. I don't feel like I'm losing a friend to marriage. I feel like I'm gaining another one in you, Dean, so it's lovely. I would just like to say that look after each other in the good and the bad times and never take one another for granted. I wish you a fairy tale life together and cannot wait to see what your happily ever after holds in store. So, can everyone please raise a glass and join me to toast into the new Mr. and Mrs. Miller. Congratulations.
Congratulations.